Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Hall.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hall.
He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
To throw on 2nd down, Stein.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off the play fake, Stein. That is caught, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Stein. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Red. Yellow. Go.
Here's Hall.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
The Cardinals had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Jackson's got it over the middle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing here is Hall. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Right. Hey, red.
Now it's Hall.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cards are an extra point away from evening this one up.
A point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the run, it's Oliver. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They run. It's Oliver. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it with Oliver. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again. Stein, he finds his man, complete. It's Hicks. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
10-7 our score after one right here. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Ball to throw it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
On the set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
It's Williams on the catch.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Looking to throw. Stein. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Let's go now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Let's go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Hall. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They run it here with Oliver. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Back to throw, Hall.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hall.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score.
And he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Number 89. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hicks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Cardinals take over the first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On the Seahawks 44-yard line.
Blue striker. Black, red. Red, yellow. Cut.
Operating from the gun, Hall. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cardinals 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off play action. Stein.
Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake. Stein. Williams brings it in. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Hall throwing on first down, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Black shot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hall. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Well, they weren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are back within a score.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's a carry for Oliver.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stein. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hall eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw from his end zone. Hall.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year.
And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
Off play action. Stein. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Stein.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Hall. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So nothing doing there, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. Oliver, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing on third and long. Stein. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, play. Fight, 6. Ready.
Hall now throwing to start the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go again with Oliver. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Stein. And he will slide into a stop. He does have the first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, out and back on their heels, but they have a brief pause. But
forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
On 3rd down, Stein. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Back to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. It's Oliver. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks.